Charlton Singleton has been busy these days, from conducting a youth orchestra jazz camp at the Gilliard Center to performing at last Friday's Charleston Forum at the Music Hall. I sat down with him for the special edition of Quintin's Close-Ups. Well, Charlton, it is so good to see you again.
Man, it's good to see you again.
Likewise.
Yeah, good to see you, bro.
Now, I want to take it back down memory lane because I just ran into you on Friday at the Charleston Forum.
Yep.
And I know that you performed there for a few minutes.
Yes.
Talk to me about your memories of that particular event.
Well, it was good memories, of course. It just happened, so it's kind of fresh. I was very awestruck with the amount of quality speakers that we had, the people that were on all of the forums, both local, national persons that have a lot to say, have a lot on their mind, have a lot of knowledge, and a lot of important and interesting things that they can add to the conversation. It's a long conversation that people have been having for a number of years, and sometimes it unfortunately rears its ugly head, but at the same time it's good to talk things out. That's what we should be doing. We should be loving our enemies and talking with things that make us uncomfortable in order to find good solutions, good quality solutions. So I thought it was a great event. I hope that it continues on and that people take something away from it.
Yeah. You talk about what's on your mind. Let me go next door to Mother Emanuel AME Church. Obviously, we honored the Emanuel 9 and really the Emanuel 12 on Saturday after the 2-year anniversary.
Right.
What is still on your mind 2 years later about that tragedy?
Well, a lot of things. There's still, it's tragic, so a sense of loss because I knew some people personally that was involved and unfortunately lost their lives. There's still anger. There's a love of those families. There's the idea of their faith, so those are the things that immediately come to mind when I think about that tragedy and ugly incident that happened.
Let me come back here to the Gilliard Auditorium, really now the Gilliard Center, because I wanted to do an interview with you this morning, but you told me that you have the Youth Jazz Orchestra camp here.
Yes.
Why now, in your mind?
Well, one of the things that is a part of actually my job description here at the Gilliard Center is it was either to have some sort of music festival, if you will, or to have a youth camp, in my field. And I've always wanted to have my own sort of jazz, camp going on. I've been fortunate enough to have been a part of them as a, I guess, faculty member, if you will, or someone that's been on the teaching end, at some of these camps. There are a number of nice camps that are in South Carolina. But to have one here that I'm heading up with a really awesome bunch of good friends of mine that are great musicians. So this is our second year. Last year was great. We had a small amount of students that came in, and last year's camp was 2 weeks. We've narrowed it down to 1 week this year. Today was day one, and I told the students, I said, now what you play now is not going to be what you play, on Friday when we have our concert at 2 o'clock here. And they were very excited. They're eager to learn, and so I'm looking forward to tomorrow and the rest of the week and Friday when we put on this great concert for everybody.
Speaking of looking forward, obviously Charlton Singleton meets Stevie Wonder in September.
Oh, well, yeah. Now, this band that I have, right now it's just Charlton Singleton and presents.
Right.
That's kind of what we've been settling on. Last year for Piccolo Spoleto, we did the music of Prince. Unfortunately we lost Prince, so we celebrated Prince's music, and then we got such a good response from that. And it was good. We sold out, and so people were like, "You got to do it again. You got to do it again." And so we talked with the folks from the city of Charleston, good folks, and they said, "Well, why don't you do something during Moja?" So we did an encore presentation of the Prince concert, And after that, we said, well, you got to do another concert.
Wow.
And so we decided that we were going to do Michael Jackson,
Yes.
which we did like a week and a half
Right.
ago,
Right.
which was fantastic. And so for Moja, we're going to do Stevie Wonder.
Wow.
And that's going to be, at the Music Hall again. Now that group is, myself and Kiana Parler and just a great band. James Rollison on the
Right.
drums, Levante, all of these people that play in this band have been around the world and then some, traveling or touring with or producing music for some of them, major stars in the world today.
Right.
So we're looking forward to that for the Moja Arts Festival.
Yes, indeed.
Yes. Yeah.
And let me get back to here, because obviously you were named, I forgot what it was, but you were named, I guess, the ambassador.
Artistic director.
Right, for the Gilliard Center.
Well, I'm sorry, artist in residence.
Oh, yeah, that's
Artist in
right.
residence at the Gilliard, yes.
And at the time, we did the interview downstairs, and you told me about how you wanted to basically continue the music outreach to neighborhoods that really don't get music.
Definitely.
How's that going in your mind?
Well, I've been able to go to a number of schools in the Tri-County area,
Yeah.
Dorchester 2
Yes.
School District, Berkeley County School District,
Right.
Charleston County. So it's been great. I've spoken with students from as young as kindergarten and CD
Right,
four,
right.
whatever
Yeah.
have you, all the way up to seniors in high school. I did a couple of lectures over at the College of Charleston, so that's going great. A side note to that,
Okay.
everybody also knows that I'm the leader of the Charleston Jazz Orchestra.
Right.
Now, Charleston Jazz, formerly known as Jazz Artists of Charleston, they had a little name change, but it's great. Charleston Jazz. We have sort of that creates a little umbrella. There's the Charleston Jazz Orchestra that's in that.
Right.
But then we also now have the Charleston Jazz Academy,
Wow.
which is led by a young man, a brilliant young man named David Carter.
Right.
And if anyone's familiar with North Charleston, you've got the Fox Music House building.
Right.
Well, upstairs is now the home of the Charleston Jazz Academy. And we're looking for students, especially in some of those rural areas that
Yeah.
probably don't get an opportunity
Right.
to have music at their school,
Right.
every day, or just have music in their lives, as form of some way of releasing some of that talent that they have.
Right.
Some of the most talented people that I've ever played with have come from some rural areas and never really had any formal training, yet they'll play you under the table. Just amazing. And so we're looking for students to, have come to the academy, and it's just a wonderful thing led by Charleston Jazz. Yes.
Write the headline.
Mm.
Charlton Singleton would do what next?
That's a great one. I don't know if I could put that in one. There's so many things. Charlton Singleton will teach. That's probably the one, the biggest thing.
Yes.
When I'm on stage, there's always somewhere I've got to bring it back towards home.
Right.
We've got the new band Ranky Tanky now, and Ranky Tanky's about to go all over the world and talk about the Gullah culture.
Wow.
So it's teaching people about the Gullah culture. Unless you are from here or you lived here and moved away and you happen to see us, there's not a whole lot of people outside of the Southeast that know a lot about the Gullah culture,
Right.
which we found out. So we're about to hit the road, go out west, go up to Canada. We're going to Europe, and everything. So I think probably Charlton Singleton will teach. Charlton Singleton will perform. Charlton Singleton's going to win a Grammy. Charlton Singleton is going to cut the yard when he gets home. I'm just happy to use the gifts that God has given me,
Right.
and just going from there.
Amen to
Amen
that.
to that. Yeah.
Well, Charlton Singleton, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate this.
Of course, my brother. Anytime.
Thank
Just
you.
holler. Anytime.
I'll be here.
Thank you.
Thank you.